And I am, of course, once again joined by my lovely co-hosts Gabe from Here Be Gabe and Dean from Unlimited Magic and Retry. And we are back at it again to go on ahead and watch a brand new episode of WandaVision. And apparently, this might very well be the best episode yet. So, what's up, co-hosts? How are you guys doing?
How are we liking this trend that every episode is now the best episode yet?
Well, that sounds like a pretty good problem to have.
No, yeah,
you know
of course,
saying?
of course.
Like, if they keep ratcheting it up like this, boy, oh boy, that'll be pretty tremendous. I do want to first and foremost, well, first of all, Dean, how are you doing, man?
I'm
You
doing
guys-
great. I'm doing great. I'm
you're doing well?
excited. I'm excited.
Okay.
I just wanted you to mention what you're about to mention.
Yes, and Dean, do not read chat just in
No.
case.
Okay. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Don't do that.
So we're gonna make a bit of an I guess addendum to WandaVision memes, and basically the way it's gonna work out is that you have to submit your WandaVision memes at least a day before the new episode airs, and the reason for that is because by going to take memes today to see if there were any new memes submitted and everything like that, myself and Gabe as well have actually been possibly spoiled on a major factor for this episode because a certain name is trending on Twitter in tandem with episode 5. So again, yes, going into this episode, we have been spoiled on that. So that's unfortunate. So basically going forward, just so you guys know, if you want to submit WandaVision memes on any one of our channels, please make sure that you submit them at least one day early before the new episode airs. With that in mind, though, jump into some WandaVision memes. We're gonna go with Gabe's meme first. Dean didn't bring any memes because he's lazy.
I just didn't. I was about to go grab some off Twitter, and then they told me that they got spoiled, so I just refused to go onto Twitter to get memes because I didn't want to be spoiled on the episode.
Look. If you were really as dedicated to this as Max and I, you would have either A, just been spoiled like the rest of us, or B,
Exactly.
That's a good
B,
point.
you could have just sent us to your Twitter, right? Just
That's a
hey,
good
go
point.
check my Twitter, grab a meme for me. You could have done that.
It's a good point.
Gabe, what is the size of this file, bro?
It's a good
It's
point.
like-
It's a big brain.
This meme that you submitted is like 15 billion pixels by 17 million
Oh.
pixels.
I just took a screenshot. I'm sorry, my
Okay.
monitor is like not low resolution. It's
well,
pretty high.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Dang! Look at this guy flexing over here.
This dude be operating on a movie theater screen. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting. No wonder he's a lot more lit up. This.
Yeah, he's actually got a projector just off the wall, man.
IMAX screen in his house, bro. He's
Uh.
operating on an IMAX. Okay, well, Gabe, you want to give a shout out to who submitted this meme before we?
I
Show?
would if I remembered who it was.
Oh, that's good. So whoever you are, let Gabe know so we can give you a shout out maybe next week. But this is the meme right here. It says, "I shouldn't laugh. Superheroes dressed in red who lost their vision." Pum. Get it? Lost
I
their
think-
vision.
I found this to be hilarious.
I
like
think that this is. I think this is a chuckle worthy one. So I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10. That's what I would. That's chuckle worthy.
Okay,
I
I
think
think
it was more
well,
chuckle-worthy.
I think we
think
leave
they
Gabe
should
to
have-
be last on this.
I think that this meme needed to be presented differently. I think it would have been funnier if it had more like a different presentation style. I think
you
the
gotta
pictures are
remember,
low resolution.
This is my first time actually bringing a meme. Next time I
That's
will
true.
prepare a
That's true.
presentation. My
That's
bad.
true.
My bad.
So Gabe, you will be last to rank this one.
I
Dean, give it a rating.
just because mine is a 5 out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah, just because like I thought you probably will give it the best, so I should probably go first.
Okay, Gabe, go ahead.
Wait, I'm rating my own.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have to give it a rating out of
yeah.
10. We always give them ratings out of 10.
I thought it was a solid like 6.5. That's what I thought.
Six and a half.
Okay.
Don't forget, at the end of this, like on the finale episode, what we're gonna do is we're also gonna do a award show, and part of that award show is gonna be meme of the year, and it'll be the. I just came up with this, by the way.
Yeah, I was just saying.
He didn't just come up with this.
Actually I didn't. Yeah. Okay. Next meme we've got. This one is gonna be from Ben Ruff 10,
Title.
and it goes as follows. So the meme starts here. When you order online,
Oh, that's why.
do you see it?
Yeah.
when it arrives at home. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Wait, did you not use this last week?
That's what I was thinking. Didn't I bring this in last week?
Yeah, this was already used, sir.
I could have
This
sworn
was-
I brought this in last week. That's
Yeah,
why I
this
was
is
like
last-
looking at this. I was like,
Yeah, this
this?
is last week's. That gets a
Fuck.
0 for me. Because
Max
it's
laughed
last
at
week.
last week's meme. I love it.
Okay, new presentation style. New presentation style. Pong Master and Fragment
Wait, hold
submitted
on.
this
If
one.
you get another one, so do I.
I
Oh,
brought
I'm
three,
out of this.
bro.
Don't drag me into this, guys.
Bro, so you see this one? So this one says, "Mom, can we have a vision?"
Uh-huh.
No, there is a vision at home. At home.
Wait,
I
had
saw
to
this
move.
one on Twitter, and I wasn't a fan personally earlier.
You guys are.
I know. I like this one. I like this one. I like this one.
This is at least chuckle worthy
I
again.
so
Yeah.
6.5. 6.5.
Yeah, that's what I'm at.
I don't
Dean's
get it.
gonna
though.
give it
I
a,
just
like, a
don't.
negative
I just don't
3.
get it. Like when I first read it, I just didn't understand it either.
Did you not see there was a whole craze of this meme? The whole, "Hey, mom, can we have a blank?" And then the mom says, "No, we have a blank at home." But then at home, it's like some knockoff version of blank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, this is relevant. Like Dean's just not hip enough.
Okay,
Like,
I'm
every-
not hip
yeah,
enough. My bad.
Yeah,
The,
yeah.
the youngest here is the most boomer here.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
yeah.
Okay,
I
boomer.
don't meme very often. I don't meme
Moving
very
on.
often.
The
Bro,
next
do you
one
even,
is
bro,
the-
do you even meme? Like, come on.
Exactly.
Nah.
Get with the meme program, bro.
Yeah.
The next one is submitted by Bob Sumo, and it is it's a self-made meme. And some people will get this if you grew up in a place where this was a common thing to occur. So I just figured I'd bring this one up. Because
Oh.
growing up in Israel, this happened all the time. Like legit. I remember we had a family friend who would remove his like crest off his car. He had like a removable BMW crest.
Wait, where is it removable?
I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding.
No, he
so
made
he,
it removable.
so he parked the car, walk up, and take off the crest. Go into his house or whatever. Then when he's done, he'd walk back over, put it back. It was like on a magnet.
Was
And
that
then
for
he
him
just
to
got-
like to keep his car
I get it
safe?
stolen.
Yeah,
Because-
yeah,
yes,
okay.
because this used to happen all the time.
Oh my
People
god.
would just steal your crest off. your
Why?
crest.
Is the crest worth anything though? Like
Dude,
just
yeah,
the crest?
Yeah, it's like
Did
the
you know-
design, bro. It's
Did
like
you know
if-
that in,
sorry, go ahead.
I was saying, Matt, Dean, did you know like in the Rolls Royce, like when you like turn it off, like the thing just like goes down specifically for that, so it doesn't get stolen. Yes, these things are worth money. Like not
Yeah.
a ton or whatever.
But no, for sure, worth enough to protect.
Well, it
yeah.
depends. It depends what country you live in. Like, I have never seen this in Canada.
No,
once.
I have never
Once.
seen this either. Me
Never.
neither. Never.
But in Israel, it
It's
used to
all the
happen
time,
all the
okay.
time. So
You,
that's
you
why I
don't
live
gotta
in
go all
Lab.
the way to Israel. In Texas, it happens. go to Houston.
There you go. I guess Texas is hardcore like that.
Oh,
Like,
man.
what's next? Are people gonna be like cutting out the Nike logo out of their shoes and stuff like that? That
Oh
would be,
jeez.
Oh yeah,
That'd be
my Nike logo comes off the shoe. I bring that with
There
me.
you go. You just staple it over. Like you put Versace logos, whatever you need. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
No, you just Velcro them
Like,
on.
yeah, that could be a good branding opportunity.
Oh.
So I got to give this one 8 out of 10. That's what.
I was gonna say
Strong.
7.5, but that wins.
Dang,
Okay.
everyone's taking the numbers I want. I got to give it a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
Well, you guys took all the numbers, and I don't
Okay.
think it's an 8 and a
We-
half.
We can
yeah,
have the same.
but you could.
Nah, I can't be. Oh,
You
nah.
could give it a 7.52.
Yeah, I'm not
7.38.
you. I actually give actual numbers.
Well, it's because
Shots-
you're not a
shots-
professional. You
shots
got to know.
fired.
You got to use the. You got to use the.
You know,
That's
reading
point.
reading the numbers like 7.65 is like
Yeah.
looking at Rotten Tomato scores. They just don't matter.
I mean,
Well, except you do, 'cause you're making reference to them. There you
no,
go.
no aggregate review scores
Boom.
matter. Whatever.
I was just making a
Well,
joke.
I like Metacritic. Metacritic
No,
is pretty.
I like them. I like Rotten Tomato too. They don't
Uh,
matter. I like them.
So, before we get into the episode, anybody want to mention any expectations, anything, or do we just jump in?
I want to
expect-
jump in.
I expect to see the thing that we were spoiled on.
Well, yeah, obviously, but we're not gonna bring that up yet.
Yeah.
Somebody said Dean hasn't started his stream. Dean, you haven't started your stream?
My stream's up.
I don't know. Somebody said that it wasn't, so I'm just giving you a heads up just in case. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to go on ahead and get synced up with us, the way it's going to work is that you need to open up your Disney Plus app and, of course, go to the newest episode, which is episode number 5 on a very special episode is the title. Queue up at 000, and then basically wait for the countdown. I will count down 3, 2, 1. I will then say go, and when I say go, you press play, and of course, you will have a timer on the screen on my end to sync up with as well. Are we all ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Dean, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I should probably check if it's in German, actually. And it's not in German.
Is it? Okay, you good?
I'm good. It's not in German.
Let me reset. Okay. So, 3, 2, 1, go. And here we go. We're in. We're in for a ride of a lifetime, apparently. Here we go.
See ya.
Oh, there was another really good meme with that. So this is obviously a recap from last week.
I remember that line differently. I don't remember her saying she doesn't.
Yeah.
She doesn't belong here. I didn't.
Yeah,
remember.
I don't remember that
I
either.
feel like she
She went
said
home.
she went home. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's it. But yeah. Here we go. Boom. Ba-ba-ba-bum,
Also, did you notice? I only noticed this afterwards, but in the sword office guy's like office, yeah, sorry, I said that twice. His diplomas were arranged in a form of the hexagon, which is just like a weird little thing. Like I don't know why you'd arrange it like that, but it was just like weird. I saw it afterwards.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. I
Huh.
just wanted to bring it up in general because it was last week.
Somebody just dropped a huge spoiler in the chat. Thanks, Abhishek.
Okay,
just
I'm
said,
closing my
Wanda-
chat now.
Wanda speaks.
Oh, okay.
So this is 70s, right? I think.
No, 80.
80s.
Yeah.
80s, sorry. Okay.
That just did not work.
Yeah, these babies don't care.
Okay. Yeah, these babies are mutants.
Savages.
Who can spit a, what is it called? Bib?
Yeah.
That
Binky.
far?
Or yeah, get a binky.
A binky?
Yeah.
That was bananas.
I think a bib is like the thing they wear.
Yeah.
Never mind. Oh, it's Agd. What if we should have, you know what we should have come up with? We should have dressed up with each generation.
Oh, dude, that would have been fun.
Oh, missed
That would have been fun.
opportunity.
Yeah, I agree.
Interesting. He's protective of the kids. In general, or is it specifically for Magda? Uh-oh.
What?
Whoa, it's like she's aware that she's an actress in the show.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah. Yeah. So she like that was a okay.
It's like it became a little meta. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
way too meta. Yeah.
You see, he's the one who's like he's
Like
taking note of these
confused, right?
weird
Yeah.
behavior. Yeah. He's exercising with Chris.
What? Disney.
There you go, broski. Figure it out.
1 sec. Oh. Okay.
Oh.
I thought we were
Psych.
like supposed to listen to something.
just
Oh,
happened?
what? Is she? Okay. I'm so confused right now.
That was very quick.
Oh, we get
Okay,
an
pay
intro.
attention. Yeah, pay attention because there could be something.
Well,
Might be
I
some
mean,
sort
this
of
already
Easter egg.
this already looks like Wanda's magic, does it not?
Yeah. New Jersey, Westview.
Is this all? Were those 3 photos of New Jersey?
Yeah, I mean it's just like
It's
the
just
intro for
supposed to like actually provide memories. Is that why?
No, I don't know. I just think it's the intro for the show.
Nah, I feel like they don't do anything for no reason. I don't think like not in this type of show.
I love that picture of him as a baby. That was funny.
Especially because that
Oh my
was
God.
like never a thing.
Yeah, of course. It was just
guess.
the way he is. So.
This show confuses me so much.
But that's what it does. Introducing Tommy.
Tommy.
They don't look like twins, by the way. Is that just
No.
me?
No, they don't. But they don't necessarily have to be
And
identical.
Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're 5 years old already.
So half a decade. Okay.
Did you see when he was eating the chip? He just threw it over his shoulder, like Joker in the Dark Knight, where he tosses the liquor. I feel like there was some Easter egg there.
I think so too.
Back to Monica. So we were right about that theory.
Mm-hmm.
She's grieving.
But it seems like she's putting it on to others too.
Ooh.
I don't like this guy. I have a feeling.
Well, she does in the comics.
I think we hear it by the end of the show.
I like
That's
that.
great editing.
That was amazing.
That's good. There. Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
that's big, actually.
Yep.
I feel like this also confirms another theory we talked about. What?
Okay, so this starts to give us a bit of a
Timeline,
right.
yeah.
Yep.
We can kind of build a timeline now.
Okay. Just pulling on the heartstrings. How could you
Mhm.
let him back?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's onto it.
Yeah, it's starting to be too convenient.
Isn't that the name of the dog from
I think so, yeah.
the Tom King run on Vision?
Yeah.
Oh. They're just gonna become
Just
10 years old.
grow, yeah, like. But this time, yeah, she's right there. Okay, so things are just starting to fall apart left and right, it seems like.
Yeah, the logic is starting to
Yeah, like you can
yeah.
only hold on to the lie, I guess, for so long. Who's in aerospace?
The hex.
Hmm.
They're for sure gonna refer to her as a witch by the end of this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because hex, witches put hexes on you.
Mm-hmm.
Genius.
Shout out to me. Thanks.
Why does she?
Because she knows
She
who
clearly,
Captain Marvel.
yeah.
Let's go, Monica. She's
Okay,
onto something.
okay. The clothing. Yeah, but that's physical matter, eh?
Bulletproof clothing? Or did the bullets literally get swallowed?
Nope, they didn't go through. They just immediately got.
Flattened.
Uh-huh. Oh.
She just converts whatever like you enter. Yeah.
So we were right about the rewriting thing as well. Wait, does that? Okay. What?
Like what?
Yeah, like what? But how did she change vision though then? I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Wait till you get Tinder.
I like that.
Dude, 64 kilobytes of RAM. Oh my god.
How we've
That is
evolved.
crazy. High levels of radiation present perimeter.
Whoa. Wait, is he connecting not to the internet, but like
He might be connecting to
to
their
like
signal.
yeah, well, I mean there's no internet, right? I guess if it's not
Well,
like
it could be an intranet that Sword is using.
True.
None of it is real.
He just says it like outright. Did he just release him? He did. I think he knows. That's creepy.
This show goes 0 to 100.
Holy.
real quick.
I think I that's probably partially the reason I'm enjoying it so much though.
Yeah, radical is definitely an 80s word.
Yeah.
It's interesting because they're also questioning kind of the logic of things.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah, where her powers don't work on them.
Well, that's also what I was thinking earlier when she tried to put him to sleep. Because they're also
Do you
supposed to
have a
be
brother? Mark?
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh boy. Gabe, I think this is it right here.
Is it? Oh boy.
No, we hear you don't hear it?
I hear something. But I don't know what that would be.
I hope it's not it. Oh, okay.
Okay, never mind.
It looks like a drone?
Yep.
But how did they get
Well, they can sense the fin.
Oh,
They're open
because
to it.
it's already tech from the time period. That's their idea.
Oh boy.
She doesn't want to talk.
Dude.
Yeah, she doesn't look like she wants to talk.
And that's where it's gonna escalate.
I knew I didn't like this guy. He's been giving cues all episode.
Does anybody remember his name?
Nah.
No. Raymond? Raymond something? Am I making that up?
I don't know. I'm just curious. I don't remember.
Is it just gonna come flying out of there in like broken
I was
pieces?
just wondering if maybe because of the thing you mentioned with the hexagon or something, maybe he is Ralph.
No, his name's not Ralph. Well, I mean, not that we know of.
Is this Viz?
I don't think it's
I don't
Raymond.
know.
It looked like her.
Yeah.
Oh, it does look
It
like
looks
her.
her.
It
Yeah.
does.
Dude.
Oh, she's
Oh
coming
my
out
goodness.
to. Oh, she has
Oh,
her
look.
clothing.
Yeah.
Oh, she's coming.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
He's just like, this thing flies back in. You're all done for. Holy moly. Uh-oh. Dang. I might have been onto something with her turning evil.
Yep. Is it expanding? What's happening here?
I think she's like reinforcing.
Oh,
it or
maybe.
something.
Yeah, it looks like she's made it stronger.
Who's the? Oh, that's the ads.
Yeah.
Lagos, that's something.
Wasn't there something with Mar-a-Lago in Agents of Shield?
Mar-a-Lago is not so. Well, no.
No.
That I don't want to say where that's from, but Mar-a-Lago is something else. Yo, no one cares anymore.
No, everyone's just out. It's just like Jesus.
Dang.
Yeah.
What did the dog die?
Max.
No, what's happening? Is this?
Oh boy.
Zero to 100 real quick.
I feel like when I watch the show, I'm constantly looking everywhere to be like, oh, is there some sort of hint somewhere?
Same day.
Whoa. Ooh.
Whew. Well, you've never controlled him like this before.
Uh-oh.
Is that Agnes?
Drum roll, please. Another drum roll, please. That was a mistimed drum roll.
Yep, of course.
Oh,
Of
that's
course.
I did a drum roll.
Even on this. Oh.
Uh-oh. Recognize the white hair? The white hair? He's back.
Back again.
Wait. Dude. Okay, this is so odd.
I know. Is that how they just recast him, basically?
I mean, it's multiverse stuff.
Yeah, like, I mean, sure.
No, but Dean, this is the actor that played
No,
Quicksilver.
no, I know. In the other
It's
one.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
but it's Quicksilver from the actual X-Men.
Mhm.
So boom, like X-Men.
and now
right there, I
he's
guess.
already in it, and they can kind of start working towards bringing the other X-Men into it.
Holy moly.
All right, I do have to say that probably was the best episode so far. Like,
But there's a lot of things that don't make sense. Well, not that they don't make sense. Like they just haven't been explained. I don't know what's going
Yeah.
on.
I guess go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say like, okay, cool. Quicksilver's there.
By the way, I
She's-
remembered what Mar-a-Lago. It's a golfing place for a
Yeah,
certain.
yeah, but I didn't want to bring up the context.
Yeah, no
of-
worries, no worries. Yeah, I just remembered. and then I remember what Lagos is also. That's from Civil War.
Lagos? I don't remember.
Okay, that makes
The,
sense.
But let me
yeah.
just real quick, like, so are we to believe now that like X-Men are just because he's in the X-Men movies, right? Like he's Quicksilver from the X-Men movie. So are they just like here now?
No, I don't think so.
So yeah, that's the question now. Is like, is that a crossover? Like, did she pull? Because interestingly enough, that little speech she said, right, about like we
Yeah,
don't bring back, yeah.
The dead, yeah.
Even though she's done
Mhm.
that with
Once, not twice now.
Vision,
Yeah.
but the interesting thing here is that maybe she's aware of multiverse, and so she just dragged him out of.
Wait, do we believe her? Because like that's the.
I
other
don't
thing.
believe her.
She said it with like she. It seems like she was being honest when she told Vision, "That's not me." Like with the door ring at the end, she said like, "Hey, that's not me doing that."
So you think
So
there's somebody else?
yeah,
that
yeah,
put him in there?
I think it's absolutely something else. Plus, I
Mhm.
have the context,
Yeah.
and like I know I always like bring these things up, and they're not super spoilery, but there was an interview with the
But she
showrunner.
doesn't recognize. That's the thing. Like, how would
Yeah,
she
but then
recognize?
she does.
But it's a completely different looking person.
Yeah, but I'm saying like there is some other entity that is controlling, not necessarily her all the way, but that is making all this fit. Also, I wanted to say, in an interview with the showrunner this week, she said that she had no interest in portraying Wanda as like,
Uh,
unable to control her powers, or like this like crazy like villain. Like she said she
Ah,
had no.
oh,
Yeah, she
okay.
said that
So
she had no interest.
okay, but she
But then where are we
definitely
going?
acted
Yeah.
villainous when she
Mephisto.
walked out of the like Westview hex,
Yeah.
or out of the hex, let's call it that. When
Mhm.
she walked out of it, that speech that she gave there was not very like, oh boy, she's a hero.
Why do we think it might
She
be
literally
Agatha
tells them, don't come
or
into
Agnes?
my
Sorry, Agnes. I don't know where she was.
right. Like,
No, I know, but I'm saying like, is she being like, I don't want to say like fully controlled.
manipulated.
Yeah, like something is going on. Like I don't think she just fully went evil. I mean, because pointing the guns at the director and all that, like, I don't know, like that something seems off. Also, things just don't work on Agnes whatsoever either. Like, it feels like, well, no,
Mm.
I can't even say like it doesn't work on real people because it worked on God, I'm
The
blanking
mailman.
now. No, Genevieve.
Oh.
It worked on her and she's real.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean,
again, like,
everybody is real though. Everybody there is real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're just like
yeah,
manipulated
yeah.
variations.
It's almost like they have like this veil in front of their personalities, and that's forcing them to be someone that they're not.
Max.
No, she literally messes with reality. Because like, if she took Monica Rambeau's like
Armor.
bulletproof shield and everything, but she just converted it into like a 70s style pants and stuff. So it's not like those things cease to exist. She's just able to literally manipulate reality and like reshape.
Well, I
what
just want to bring it back to like Agnes, because like this episode really showed that she's not just there. Like it doesn't seem like she's there to like help Wanda. It's almost there like it almost seems like she's there to watch over her, and almost like, because she was like, you want me to hold the babies, and then like so someone in chat said that, Crazy J, and they were like, she was like, you want me to hold the babies, and eventually she ended up holding the babies and doing all these things. So it seems weird that she's constantly there overwatching Wanda every episode.
The only
well,
one that
she's
thought that.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm so. I was gonna say before I forget because I'm very forgetful. Am I the only one thought that Agnes killed the dog? Like I don't like. The bushes
That's an
were-
interesting point too.
That's a
yeah.
good point.
Like, that's what I thought right away when I saw like the things moving. Like as soon as I saw that it was her with the dog, I said, "Oh, she killed it." Like the dog doesn't just like die because it ate some leaves. Like come on, I think she's there to like mess with
poisonous
Wanda.
leaves, but well, that's what I think. Isn't it? So
But is she the only one also to have seen like these weird supernatural events occur and
Yes.
not like respond weird? Like, because
Yeah.
she sees the two kids grow up
just in
5 years
front
right
of her
in
eyes,
her,
like 5 meters
and
away.
she's just like, oh, let's hope that doesn't happen with the dog.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
to
And
her
then
it's
the next
everything's
thing
normal.
we see her is with the dead dog. So it's like, what? Like, she's the only one that I guess is like,
Isn't she an
Seeing them
agent
use the
for
powers.
Mephisto though? Or is she like a good guy in the comics?
No.
No,
She's
no.
not a good guy. No.
no, she's a
Okay,
villain.
okay.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
it could definitely be Mephisto, but I have a feeling that they might not actually fully bring Mephisto into the universe, and are gonna play like the with Agnes, like they're gonna have like someone else kind of like be there to mess with her. Like, do you think that maybe Pietro was Agnes trying to mess with them, because Vision's figuring things out and things like that, like she's trying to mess with her?
What people think, and Max, I think you and I were spoiled on different levels. I knew it was Evan Peters like the whole time. Like,
I didn't know
knew-
that. I only saw the name trending was Pietro, so I was like, oh, he must be back.
Yeah, well, I saw a screenshot like on Twitter.
Yeah.
So, like, I knew it was him,
Hmm.
but so people are thinking that he's Mephisto, but like that, like Mephisto like manifests himself in whatever this alternate reality body of alternate reality Quicksilver.
Mhm.
I don't know how all that's going, but that is one of the theories out there that people have.
That he is Mephisto?
Yeah, like that, like Mephisto like came into the world like with Evan Peter's.
I don't know. I have a
body.
feeling like it's just a hunch. I don't really have much to back it up, but I have a feeling like the Mephisto might be a misdirection, just because like they tend to do that a lot, especially when you look at like trailers and movies. Like they try to hide up a lot and send you like looking in a different direction to kind of like build up the side of the universe that they want. So I just have this hunch that like he might be there, but I don't think he's gonna be manifesting or anything. Like I have this hunch that it might be like Agnes and or the sword operative guy, unless he's just like a bad guy. But like I don't know. There's just like a few things that weird me like out with those two characters. They seem like weirdly strange, offering weird like reactions sometimes.
Max, how big of a role do you guys think that Evan Peters is gonna have in this? Like, he's a big time actor. Like, do we think that like he's here and maybe in the beginning of the next episode, then he's just like gone?
I mean, I don't think so. I think he's going to be part. Every character that they've introduced like this has continued to play a factor, right? Like, so we get the introduction to the kids. Now they're becoming like a cornerstone of the show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to scroll back. Somebody in the chat, Peter in the chat, said that apparently when we just see him, his hand is actually red. So I'm trying to like find if I can see that, because supposedly, like if his hands are red, then he could be Mephisto.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check now. Actually,
So again, that's an interesting theory that maybe it is Mephisto, like kind of manipulating her to a certain extent. The only thing where I find like I said, like I still kind of am leaning more towards she's gonna turn evil, at least to a certain extent, just because when Monica says like when she was in there, she was feeling the grief and all that. So it's almost like it's the thing that has pushed her over the edge. She also breaks into Sword to steal the body again, something that is not only against the Sokovia Accords, but it's just like they mentioned before that it was something that Vision did not desire either, that he did not want to be brought back supposedly and all that. So it's like, why is she 3323 Quicksilver's hand is red in the mirror. Okay, so let's fast forward to it. 3323.
I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see
in the
anything.
mirror.
There's no mirror.
Yeah,
Oh, there is. It is red.
wait, no, it's not.
You don't see that?
Yeah. It's
No,
red.
3323. It's like it's super like he
red.
moves a little to the left to show the thing, and then you can see like a little red right in front of where Wanda's hand would be.
Yeah, good point.
I do see
Yep.
that.
Yep. His hand is red. Interesting.
Mephisto?
Maybe. I mean, I just think that what I think is that the reason why I'm more so leaning towards the fact that he is Mephisto than this is like Quicksilver from the multiverse is because of like what you mentioned, Gabe. I feel like if they do that of like bring him in from that dimension, there's just too much, like it gets too messy. It becomes I feel like it'd be so much more challenging for them to then start to figure out like, okay, how do we start like piecing all this together of like, why is, for example, Pietro, if he gets brought through this other multiverse, why is he not freaking? Like once he's out of this hex, he should be like freaking out because he's like, where's Wolverine? Where's all these other characters that I met? Like, who the heck are all of you? I've never seen. So it's like, I just think that it would become a little bit too like
confusing,
too much of a mess to try to make sense. Again, could they go that direction? Certainly. I just think that it becomes there becomes too many questions where you go on ahead and start asking, and it's like if you pull on that thread, it will become very difficult for them to try to write their way out of it so that it actually makes sense. So this is interesting, I guess. If he is Mephisto, or if he's like the human that Mephisto's using to like, I guess, you know how we'll know for sure is if he exemplifies those abilities. Like if he is able to be a speedster in the next episode, right?
I think we fully see him be a speedster in the next episode.
You think so?
Yeah.
That'll be interesting because that will be, I guess, kind of a curveball of like maybe, or I guess technically both things could be somewhat true, right? Because you could say that maybe Mephisto pulled a Quicksilver from a different multiverse and brought him into this world, and he's controlling him. So
But
like,
why does he look at Wanda? Wanda looks at Pietro and is confused by the way he looks, but Pietro looks at Wanda with no confusion, nothing, as if it's just another old day, and then looks at Vision and is like, who's that guy? So he clearly knows
Hmm.
Wanda as if it's just a regular old day, like they've been together forever, but Vision's never been around. Like that seems strange, because Wanda looks at him like, wait a minute.
Well, I mean, we don't know if that she's like confused by like, oh, this is a different
Person,
body,
or if he's like
or
alive.
like, or like, oh, my brother is back. Like she could be like confused by
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
'Cause she does, because I believe her when she says, "That's not me doing that."
Well, I
also
mean,
believe it-
I believe it now after we see Pietro as well. Like, I don't think that after that talk and like Vision and everything, like, I don't think she was trying to, like, she ever was gonna try to bring back Pietro. I think Vision was like the one that she wanted to bring back and like just kind of live the secluded life. Pietro was never part of the plan, I don't think. That's why I don't think it was her. Like, I agree with Gabe.
well, Peter Valentine says because only Wanda can bring back the dead, and she's surprised. So like, maybe.
But do we think that Vision's really alive, or that she's puppeteering him to be alive?
We saw that she's like puppeteering him, right? Like on
Well,
that
like with
previous
the
episode.
thing, yeah. But that's
Yeah.
what I mean. Like, but he's like actually, why doesn't her
But he
magic?
does have a conscience.
Yeah, like
like,
why
he's
doesn't her
clearly
magic work
aware.
on him, even though he's supposed to be dead? If she's puppeteering him, he shouldn't be able to make all these questions happen.
That's the thing of like where he tells her in this episode, he says, "You can't control me," and she says, "Can't I?"
Yeah, and we saw that
So she
basically
can,
is
because
controlling him.
remember, what episode was it? Episode 3 or something, where he's walking up to the couch and like asks that weird
4.
question.
Wasn't
and
that
she
last
just,
episode?
Rewinds, or maybe it was last episode where she rewinds the segment. So she clearly can manipulate him as well.
Uh-huh. Well, the same thing
So-
with the beekeeper as well. Manipulated the whole segment so that both of them were inside and, nothing happened. The only thing that confuses me, again, is, like, him asking questions and being like, what's there? Like, why can't I remember my stuff? Like, if he's really being controlled, why is it that the kids don't get affected and Vision is, like, partially affected?
People are asking how come Pietro didn't recognize Vision, and I'm trying to think back to Age of Ultron. Like their interaction was like super limited, if any. Right?
But I think he would have still remembered at least the look of Vision.
Well, no, because
Well, they weren't
Quicksilver
together,
was
yeah.
separated, during like the
Yeah.
rescue and all that.
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
there
yeah.
with Wanda. Because he was picking up people. Remember when they were doing like the whole scene of where they were chasing the synthoid body and all that? He was
Mhm.
rescuing people from the train and all that. Like when he was picking them all up.
Was
So,
Vision
I
alive
think-
at that moment? Like,
No,
was
I
he
think
alive
that-
for that final scene? Like with the whole like dropping?
Yeah.
He
of
was?
course.
Okay,
He
I
was
couldn't
one of the-
remember.
yeah.
Couldn't remember.
Yeah. So I think that, I mean, that is an interesting point as well. Like, why doesn't he recognize Vision if this is Quicksilver? But the thing is, it's like, what one thing that Dean, you pointed out that is correct. Like, I went back, and that moment where she's like, Pietro, like even she looks like it's like she's almost like, it's like that meme that we showed at the start of like what you order online and then what you order at home. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like she's like, okay, I think you're supposed to be my brother, but her face is definitely kind of like, are you Pietro? Like she
Like, what's going
definitely
on?
seems to be like
But it brings it back to Gabe's point as
very
well.
confused.
Of like she didn't control this one. Like this one wasn't actually her, because she looked so genuinely confused when she opened that door. Like if she knew that was gonna happen, like she didn't have to act like that. Like she didn't have to have that type of reaction if she knew it was gonna happen, unless she's just trying to sell it for Vision.
Yeah, like I guess the one thing that like I'm just like landing on is like I fully think that this is Quicksilver from the X-Men movies, just like the alternate, like got pulled into this. It's an alternate reality, and in the X-Men
But
movies,
why is
Vision
he not confused or anything? Why is he so like receptive to everything? That
Well,
doesn't like that's the part where I'm
we've
confused.
never seen Wanda in the X-Men movies, so maybe in the X-Men
That's
universe,
true.
it's still just her.
That is a good point. I mean, it's possible.
And so she's the link between the two.
It could be.
Well, her powers are so powerful,
Vi-
she's the same
Vision-
across.
Vision doesn't exist in the X-Men universe, so that's why he doesn't know who he is. and Wanda is Wanda over there too. So I don't know. That's what makes the most sense to me. Spidey said that this was not bigger than Luke Skywalker. I don't believe that.
I don't
this
think
was
it
a
was
quote.
either.
I don't think this is what they're referring to.
Yeah, this was
They're
not
not
what they
going to
were
give us.
referring to.
They're not going to give us the big like reveal
Right now,
Yeah.
for sure. It'll be episode like
on episode 5.
Yeah.
Especially when there's rumors of the fact that that there's another
An
hidden
extra.
episode that they haven't
Yeah.
announced yet. So there
Yeah.
might be 10 episodes instead of 9.
So someone here in my chat
Also,
said,
though, why does Vision not immediately hide himself in front of him? Like,
Oh,
because
Vision?
everybody else, he's always like, aside from Wanda, he's never shown like that purple.
I don't think he
Like,
cares
his
because they had
real-
like that whole fight where he was like, you can't control
Yeah,
everything.
he was upset.
Yeah, I don't think he cared,
Hmm.
especially because he didn't believe that she was controlling that.
Any
Like,
significance to why he called him? What did he call him? Popsicle or something? Who's
what's
the
who's the popsicle? I guess just I think it's just a joke. I don't
Popsicle.
I don't remember anything being popsicle related. But someone in my chat, Ricardo said Quicksilver saw Vision be born, and they had a whole sequence of them getting ready, and even when they were fighting the Ultron bots.
Okay, so yeah, because I don't
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
Age of Ultron too much, but you're right. So
Yeah, I don't remember it either, so that's why I'm looking at chat right
But
now.
again, that was a completely different person and everything. It's also again interesting because like what's the name of the actress that's watching? Not the name of the actor, the name of the character that's watching, like that's working with Shield.
The sword.
Doctor. Yeah. Oh, sword. Sorry.
Oh,
forget
I
her
don't
name.
remember her name.
Lamau Blitz overthinking popsicle. No, the reason why I'm asking is because he would look more possibly as like a popsicle, maybe if he's lifeless. So maybe like I don't know.
that's still a stretch. Darcy Lewis, by the way.
I'm just saying, maybe he's seeing him without like through the spell, which then would confirm again. Why is he seeing him that way? Things like that. But again, I think that this episode was definitely like, you know how last episode gave us so much as far as like, oh, here's the answer to this, here's the answer to
Got a
this,
lot of
here's the answer.
answers.
This episode was like, oh, you like those answers, bro? Check out this bag of questions I got right here. Ba-boom! It just dropped like a gajillion questions. So many different things in terms of obviously like the fact that if her kids who seem to be also questioning her and they're real, like they're not like manipulated kids from Westview that she's like mind controlling to be her kids, like the representations of her kids. And the fact that they can manipulate time or whatever, it's like those are not the powers that what's his name? Wiccan and
Can I throw a theory out there?
yeah.
Next episode, we see Evan Peters teaching whichever one. I'm not super familiar with her kids. One of them is a speedster of some kind. So I think next episode we see one of the kids and Evan Peters is like speedstering around.
What is the spoiler, Gabe?
No, I don't. It's a theory.
Have you been to the future, bro?
Yeah, I just came back from the future, bro.
Dang, dude. Out of all the things, there's only 6 episodes. But what do you mean?
No.
There's only
There's not only 6 episodes. That's just I don't know why they would say that. That's not true.
Deadly Blue Wolf. What are you on, man? What are you on, broski? The same way Monica's clothes did not change after coming out is the same way Vision could also survive. But that's the thing, like manipulating clothes and bringing something to life is
A little different.
very different.
A little
His
different.
name is-
So
The other kid's name is Speed. It's Wiccan and Speed.
yeah,
The most.
so
Yeah.
they ran out of nicknames. They're like, let's go with Spin. There's 6 episodes of Falcon Winter Soldier. Yes, we know that. Okay, so let's say
Huh.
let's run a few more comments from the chat before we give thumbs up, thumbs in the middle, or thumbs down.
Can we read the I like Gabe comment? I'm joking.
Sure. What did he say?
No, it's just some other guy named Gabriel said that he likes me because I have the same thoughts as him.
Oh.
I also wanted to say for Falcon, I think there's short, less episodes because episodes are longer. I think those are like 45. Those are like
Yeah,
45
and the
hours.
budget for that looks
It's
like it's gonna be
double or
bananas.
triple. Yeah.
Well, I think they're saving most of the money for this show for the end because
Yeah.
you can see that like every episode is starting to like even that like scene where they fly up and everything. It's like oh here's a teaser. Will we see them trade blows? We'll see. Crazy J brings up saying so the show takes place 3 weeks after the events of Endgame. Also, Wanda starts to feel really comfortable using her powers in front of Agnes. So Agnes, it looks like, has her own hex on Wanda. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
weird thing is that why is Agnes, like we mentioned before, why is Agnes the one who's like just always around? And in addition to that, she's the only one that gets to see them use their powers, and Wanda's like not worried about it at all. Like it's no big deal. Joseph R says, Blitz, I think it's Agnes because the person in the office never said Wanda. He said she. Also, Agnes was curious when she found out that Wanda can bring back the dead.
That's a good
Wait, wait,
point.
wait, wait, wait.
That's a good point. They did say she.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the other thing, is that the kids right in front of Agnes say that, like, hey, mom, you can bring back the dead.
Yeah, yeah.
Like full blast. And
Yeah.
Agnes standing there with the dead dog. Right?
Yeah, and then well, even
Hmm.
Agnes was like, "You can bring back the dead? You can do
Yeah,
that?"
you can do that.
Like she
Yeah.
like even she was surprised about that. Like so clearly she knows that Wanda has some kind of powers, is in control of something, but she doesn't know the I guess the extent of Wanda's powers, and maybe that's why she's there monitoring her to try to see the extent of the powers to then take it. I don't know. But she's clearly there all the time. And that's probably the biggest weird anomaly, I would say. Like who is she? Why is she there? Like she's clearly not like controlled.
This is a spoiler for apparently next episode, so cover your ears if you don't want to
How is it a
know
spoiler?
this one.
Isn't it just
Where did they get the
S-
information?
Because I think wasn't that the whole thing, like how episode 6 stuff leaked or something like that? Like
Oh,
scenes
I
and previews
thought
for
this was
episode
But we
6.
don't
six.
100% know that that's real.
Yeah, we don't know that that's real
Okay,
for
so
sure.
take this with a grain of salt, but somebody in the chat mentioned that in the next episode, Agnes mentions to Vision that he's dead. So there, because the next episode is the Halloween one,
Yeah.
like where
Yeah.
they'll dress
Mhm.
up as
Mhm.
character. Hmm. I mean, again, he's obviously very like you could see that he's frustrated because it's almost like this is a new Vision because he has no recollection of anything happening before West.
Yep.
Right? Like, because he tells her, like, I can't remember anything before West. And so I think that the teaser here also of him saying what's out there beyond Westview, like outside of Westview, is probably that scene. Remember in the teaser that we watched last week where he
Mhm.
walks up to the barrier?
Yeah. Well,
And
that
he's
was the
like-
misdirection because they had that exact quote on top of that scene. So like you know what I mean? Like that scene probably doesn't happen for at least another 2 episodes, I want to say. Or maybe next episode, but I want to say I think at least 2 episodes. They probably don't like actually end up like he doesn't try to leave. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Like I think that like that's gonna be like a. I feel like that's probably gonna be like a second last episode type thing, like where they build up to that.
John Insomnia just brought up a good point that made me question something. He says, Blitz, Evan Peters' Quicksilver takes place in the 80s. Guess what timeline this episode takes place? That makes a lot of sense.
Oh,
But-
that does
That's
make
a good
sense.
point too.
It does make sense, but Quicksilver didn't speak the way that Quicksilver speaks in this episode in that movie. Like he like,
Yeah.
speaks like so different. Like he has like that Jersey like accent type thing. Like he has a very like,
Again, it's
But-
just such a confusing element of like where we can't, like, we won't know obviously until we see more of the show play out. It's just that it's a really clever use of that actor just because it throws all these extra wrinkles into the whole situation, because now you're thinking like, is this him like actually Quicksilver being pulled through a different multiverse? Is this Mephisto pulling that character into this world, like saying, okay, I'm going to be able to use this as like a way to manipulate her? Is this her literally bringing back Pietro, but not like the actual brother that she has in this world? She's gone ahead and like pulled somebody else through. Or could it literally be just as simple as like it just happens to be this actor and they're just like, hey, we trolled you.
What I mean, what if it's
That would be hilarious.
like the
if they just
clothes?
troll us.
Like because that comment really does bring up a good point that Gabe read, where it was like, well, if it's Pietro in the 80s and that was Pietro like in the movie in the 80s, then like that would be him like transformed in her like little world, the same way the Kevlar armor transformed just into regular old 80s clothes. So like it's still I think it could be Wanda also subconsciously changing him, but like I don't know how he would have been brought back. But then again, she also brought back Vision, and Vision is like this one of the strongest beings in the universe with the stone, you know. So it's like, if she can do that, then I don't see why she can't bring back him, especially in the 80s, you know, if she really wanted to, especially subconsciously, because she said she created a whole town, took everybody hostage subconsciously at first, and then figured it out. Like she's clearly stronger than she realizes.
In the trailer that we saw for like the future episodes where we first like saw him levitating or whatever, like at the end of that, when they're doing the Office parody, because like Elizabeth Olsen like talks like right into the camera and she says like, I don't know how this all started, like
Yeah.
so I mean I think Vision's on
Yeah.
where like she
Yeah.
didn't know how this kind of started, but like once she's there, like now she's clearly aware and she's trying to do everything in her power to keep it, but it somehow started without her knowing. So I think that's where whatever other entity, whether it be Agnes or Mephisto, whatever they end up doing, I think that's what.
Yeah.
caused everything, But
Yeah, it's interesting. Some people also in the chat brought up that maybe she actually made a deal with Mephisto for Vision. So like to bring him back, like she just needed the body, but then
that's
like
the House of
that-
Bad stuff because she makes
Yeah.
the deal with Mephisto to keep the kids. Because
yeah,
kids,
but yeah, I know, but like here she would be just bringing in Vision, and then like it will be a kind of a turn a little bit on the House of M story. So I think that could be a possibility, and maybe that's why she seemed to be somewhat confused as well, because it's like this is playing out, but she's not even necessarily aware of like what is happening. So that's a good point too. Regardless, I think that this episode obviously does an excellent job of like, just like how the first couple of episodes set things up, and then we got kind of episode 4 is like, oh, here we go. Like a lot of things have unfolded. Now this sets up the tail end of the season, because we can see that Vision has confronted her
Oh.
about this. We don't actually see how it all plays out, right? Like it ends and gets interrupted with that doorbell. Like, because she basically like says, isn't it enough for you to be just their husband, to be my husband and their father? And that's it, right? But we don't see like if he agrees or disagrees. So we'll probably see that play out going forward. In general, though, before we wrap it up, guys, thumbs up, thumbs in the middle, thumbs down. What do you think, Gabe?
Thumbs up.
Up.
Thumbs up?
Up.
Yeah.
Teleport X Titan, thank you for the 5 buckaroos. My theory is that Wanda sort of messes the universe in a bunch of universes. She's in Doctor Strange too because she's trying to help him fix it. Yeah, that's true. It's possible. There's just way too many like theories going out there right now.
And set up there at the end, how will it all unfold? Will it actually be Quicksilver from the X-Men universe being brought in? So this is our first time that we see something from the Fox verse, I guess, being brought into the MCU. So we'll see if that plays out. Of course, only time will tell. Don't forget, if you guys did enjoy the stream, hit that thumbs up button before we wrap it up. Gabe, you want to let people know where they can find you?
Here be Gabe, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, everywhere.
And Mr. Dean.
You can find
Let
me
'em know.
at Unlimited Magic on YouTube, and you can find me also at youtube.com/VRetry, all one word, and that's my wow, I'm blanking on the word, VR channel. There we go.
There you go. GG. I'll be right back, guys. I'm just going to mute for a second because I want to run through some of the super chats, and then I'll hop back in the call, okay?
All right.
BRB.
Yeah, so yeah, Teleport X, I just wanted to quickly also finish up talking about the comments. So thank you once again for the 5 buckaroos. But I think it's possible she's either going to mess things up, shown that she's going to be like controlled, and then that's going to be her redemption arc back with Doctor Strange, since he's the only one that could probably do the fixing of the universe, since it's going to be his movie anyways. But yeah, either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will talk to you guys next time, and I hope to see you guys